Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. We've got high pressure pushing in across the country, but before it arrives, we've got some colder southerlies that are moving on in around the country. Here's the animated wind map for Tuesday. You've got that small low pressure system that's been sitting around the north for the past few days, very much weakening and moving away to the east. The main feature very clearly, this big south to southwest airflow that's moving in ahead of the high, which is waiting in the wings out in the Tasman Sea. So this is moving in very slowly. Now it's going to be pretty windy down around coastal Southland, pretty gusty through some of the mountains as well. But generally speaking, the winds are going to sort of fade away over the next couple of days, and we do have some colder air coming in, and it starts tonight. This is the departure from normal for the overnight lows. So you can see down here in the blues, we're getting into the frost territory, and it's about 2 to 4 or 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. So bit frosty through central areas, not so bad for the north overnight tonight. When we go through Wednesday, you can see that building big high out to the west. Now the shape of it coming in on that angle is encouraging southeasterly winds for the North Island. That's quite often a very sunny direction for most of the main centres. Obviously not so much for the east coast though, that's where the cloud and the showers come in. But everyone else, fairly sunny weather. The showers are out at sea, the rain is out at sea, fairly dry for the North Island and fairly settled after a cold morning for the south. And speaking of cold, it's the North Island's turn on Wednesday night. Much colder than usual for this time of the year, about 4 or 5 degrees. Some of the overnight lows up here, even around Auckland and Northland. So a bit of a cool one coming through, but as you can see in the south, it doesn't stay long with that colder than usual change. In fact, by the time we get to Thursday, high pressure is pretty much covering the whole country. So you're under this big ridge of high pressure, a couple of showers out to the northeast, just brushing East Cape and the Gisborne area, dry for just about everyone else across the country. Now to Friday, high pressure remains in charge on Friday, settled, fairly clear as well. You know, we had all that anticyclonic gloom last week. I think this one is going to be a sunnier high, although there's a bit of cloud out at sea. You can see that by these little showers. They are out at sea by the looks of it for the end of the week. Then we get to Saturday and things do start to change. We've got another system out here in the Southern Ocean, drives in a typical autumn-like cold front. So this is it here with the windy nor'westers ahead of it, pretty windy through the Southern Alps and around Cook Strait. Maybe a couple of little light showers brushing some coastal areas. Otherwise, it is mostly dry. It's the rain on the west coast that'll be building on Saturday. And by Sunday, that front very slowly moving up the west coast. We've got the big high just out to the east here, still holding on to the North Island. So this front, while it looks like it's rushing in, it's actually moving very slowly. And many of you will have a fully dry Sunday with the showers or patchy rain not arriving until nighttime. Next week, by the way, it looks like the westerly winds will be dominating. So there you go. That's the forecast for the next few days ahead. We'll update you again on Wednesday with the latest.